It's two bunds within a span of few days, in fact, within a week for Karnataka or largely for Bangalore. On Tuesday, we've had Bangalore Bandh called by various farmer organizations, and on Friday, it's a Karnataka Bandh called by pro-Kannada groups. Now, this has raised a lot of questions. One, why two bunds within a week? What is the purpose that it will serve? And also, more importantly, is it the ego issue between these organizations and a prestige battle which is really costing citizens, business people, and private establishments? Multiple people have now come out and said that this disrupts production and supply chain and also causes anywhere around 10,000 crore rupees of loss or affects business to the tune of around 10,000 crore rupees. That's the turnover that many are saying will get affected because of this. In fact, to give a perspective on this, we have Mr. Harish Bijur, brand guru from Bengaluru. Well, Mr. Bijur, thank you for joining us today. Many people are asking why two bunds within a span of just 1 week. Yes, the issue is important. Kaveri is an important issue. We will have to ensure that Bengaluru also gets water even in summer. But was this required?
Well, I'll put it this way. Water is very, very important. And Bengaluru itself is a city which is going to be staring at day zero, maybe in years to come. And to that extent, extremely critical to showcase the cause. So the only reason I am totally with the cause of this Bandh is the fact that water is important to all of us, and water scarcity is going to be an interstate issue in a big, big way. Um, Having said that, what does a Bandh do? A Bandh actually shuts down businesses. And its dimensions are many. One is, fortunately for us today, as far as corporate India is concerned, a Bandh does not really affect a business because, we have the act of God or the act of devil called COVID, which actually taught us to be doing work from home or school from home. So education does not get affected, work does not get affected, and I think the notional numbers of losses that people talk about remain notional. But what it does is it affects the psyche of the people who live in a city to say that I must not step out today because there could be trouble.
Well, one aspect that many people have questioned is what is the purpose it serves, and also, in fact, even Mr. Parameshwar, the Home Minister, also raised a pertinent question on whether a second bandh was required within a span of few days. What's the purpose it serves?
I think, as far as the question of saying why two bandhs, that's a very pertinent one, because when you can do with one bandh, why must you have two? But I think there was a wee bit of confusion about the issue being an issue which is all about Bengaluru, or whether it is an issue which is all about Karnataka. So the first bandh was really about Bengaluru, and the second bandh is really about all Karnataka. So I do believe the second bandh is the more relevant bandh than the first bandh. When you have so many bodies and so many associations and organizations, it is very difficult to coordinate the cause. And therefore, this confusion has occurred. But I do believe the more, showcase bandh, the more serious bandh seems to be the bandh which is going to happen tomorrow, which is Friday.
In fact, Mr. Bijur, you've also argued for other modes of registering a protest apart from calling for a bandh. You think options like going digital or having protest online is something that these organizations now need to consider?
There are alternative ways of protest today because a protest need not really disrupt people's lives anymore. Because, well, I'm not bothered about disrupting corporate work life because we don't get affected, not bothered about our children's education getting affected because they're going to be studying from our homes on the Bandha day. But what I'm worried about is, the citizens who land up at an airport, the citizens who land up at a railway station, a bus station, possibly people on their way to hospitals, possibly people who have doctor visits pre-scheduled but will now postpone the doctor visit with the thinking that there could be lack of transport and there could be turmoil. Weddings, pre-decided weddings and wedding events which were already done, pre-scheduled big events. How do these get affected? there is a certain uncertainty when it comes to bunds, and that uncertainty affects the psyche of the individuals, of people who go about their work. So I think that is an issue. Alternative, I do believe, from a very theoretical format, there is the e-band or the e-possibility of taking an e-protest. I think, if you want to really showcase a cause, a protest, I think social media provides fantastic avenues. Whether you're talking about Twitter, Instagram, or whether you're talking about Facebook protests, or whether you're talking about, anything that is online, including WhatsApp protests, that's a great way of showcasing the cause, and creating the to cascade the attention of all people onto that cause. Today, the cause is Kaveri water sharing. And I think, that cause can be showcased beautifully by us. A protest we must. But, are there alternate ways of protesting as well? We must consider.
That's true. Everything has now moved digital. Perhaps the mode of protest too needs to look at that option. Thank you, Mr. Bijur, for joining us today. Hopefully, these organizations can ensure that the pressure actually builds on whether it's CWMA or CWRC or the Supreme Court, and there is some positive outcome from both these bunds that people of Bengaluru have really been hit badly with.
We have with us FKCCI President Ramesh Chandra Lahoti. Sir, thank you for joining us. Sir, 2 bunds in 1 week. Bengaluru Bandh couple of days back, next Karnataka Bandh. So how do you see this, sir? How does it affect the state's economy?
See, first of all, I make very clear statement on behalf of FKCCI as a president and behalf of the FKCCI members that we are with the issues because this is the life of connected with water. Any issue with water, land, we are as a Kannadiga, we are with the whoever the organizations have called for Bandh, we are for that because we also as a industry trade body, we also know the situation of what's going to affect the trade and industry, especially agriculture. What's the scenario in the price rise situation like this? We have already successfully, FKCCI has called for Bandh day before yesterday, and it was Bangalore Bandh was very successful. And all our members and affiliated associations, and big organizations like PIA, everyone had completely supported and it was a successful. The message was very clear that yes, we are with the water issues of Kaveri and early settlement of this issue.
And sir, if you could tell us viewers, how does this affect the state economy, the call for Bandh?
Sir, any Bandh it will impact the trade industry and especially suppose you take Bangalore Bandh. We had incurred a loss of about turnover of about more than 10,000 crores because half of the business, trade industry, production, whether it is distribution, trading, industry and services, if you take, majority 50% is in Bangalore and Bangalore surrounding areas. So, but we cannot say loss to our personal for a trade industry because it is for a cause, we don't mind it. But state government and central government have lost the revenues in the form of taxes around 400 to 500 crores on that Bangalore Bandh day. And subsequently, if Karnataka whole state is getting to Bandh, you can understand about 2,000 crores taxes will go, about guess is there about per day around 10 lakh crores turnover. But more importantly, we are bothered as a FKCCI trade industry is that the production, once it gets halted, distribution get halted, 1 week, 3 national holidays come, Sunday comes, 2 bandhs. To set right these things, it will take about 20 days. We morally support the cause and the organization which have given call for that. And I leave it to the respective associations and district chambers for this Karnataka Bandh to take a call on their level of their association and they can intimate their support to that. FKCCI morally supports. ನೈತಿಕವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಬೆಂಬಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಬಟ್ ಐ ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಎ ಕಾಲ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ.
Okay. And also, sir, you just now laid down the numbers, the total loss the state will incur. So, how long will it take for the state to recover from these losses?
See, any Bandh recover, that day it is gone. As a functionary, as an individual, as an entrepreneur, industrialists or traders, but for a cause we don't mind it. But it is a loss, it is irrecoverable. But maybe it might shift it to another. If you have 2 Bandhs and 4 national holidays, whole week is gone, it will take another one month to recover it.
Okay. And also, sir, will this affect the state's dream of achieving $1 trillion economy?
So 1 day, 2 day Bandhs, but our goal is very clear. We are with the state government. FKCCI is also pushing industries, trade and commerce, services also. That government, though vision has put 2030 1 trillion economy, we want to achieve by 2027. So let us not hamper, but sometimes cause is inevitable. The cause of water, which is predominantly Bangalore city, water, and especially for agriculture, sometimes we can sustain, but not for over a longer period of time.